Wait a minute, wait a minute. Before you even think about signing those papers or making a life-changing decision about your benefits, you have to stand in your truth. We are talking about your future, your security, and the money you have worked a lifetime to protect. There is so much confusion out there between these two acronyms, SSI and SSDI. They sound the same, they come from the same building, but they are as different as night and day. And if you don't know which one you are entitled to, or you apply for the wrong one, you are putting your financial freedom at risk. I want you to take a deep breath. I know you're scared. I know you're looking at your bank account and wondering, will I have enough? You've worked hard, or maybe you've hit a wall because of your health, and now you're facing a system that feels like a maze designed to keep you out. That fear? That's because you don't have the information yet. But we are going to fix that right now. Let's start with SSDI. That stands for Social Security Disability Insurance. I want you to focus on that last word, insurance. This is not a handout. This is not charity. This is a benefit that you paid for with every single paycheck you earned. When you see those FICA taxes coming out of your pay, you are paying your premiums. To qualify for SSDI, you have to have worked and paid into the system for a certain amount of time. We call these work credits. Generally, you need 40 credits, 20 of which were earned in the last 10 years ending with the year you become disabled. This is for the person who has a solid work history but has been hit by a medical condition that is expected to last at least a year or result in death. It has to be a total disability. Social Security does not do partial disability. You are either in or you are out. If you qualify for SSDI, the amount of money you get every month is based on your average lifetime earnings. It's about what you put in. And here is the kicker, after you've been receiving SSDI for 2 years, you automatically get Medicare. That is a massive weight off your shoulders when it comes to healthcare costs. Now, let's look at the other side of the coin, SSI. Supplemental Security Income. This is a completely different animal. SSI has nothing to do with your work history. You could have never worked a day in your life and still qualify for SSI. Why? Because this is a needs-based program. It is funded by general tax revenues, not the Social Security Trust Fund. This is designed for people who are age 65 or older, or who are blind or disabled, and who have very, very limited income and resources. When I say limited, I mean limited. To qualify for SSI in 2026, you cannot have more than $2,000 in countable resources as an individual, or $3,000 as a couple. We're talking about your bank accounts, your stocks, your extra cars. If you have more than that, the door is closed. The monthly payment for SSI is a set federal rate. It's a safety net, but it is a thin one. However, in most states, if you qualify for even $1 of SSI, you automatically get Medicaid. Do you see the difference? One is based on your work, the other is based on your need. One comes with Medicare, the other usually comes with Medicaid. Here is where the problem starts. I see so many of you who are about to retire or who are struggling with health issues, and you just apply for disability. You don't specify. Or you assume that because you worked 20 years ago, you're covered for SSDI. You might not be. If you haven't worked recently, your insured status might have expired. This is what I call a financial landmine. You go in expecting a check based on your old salary, and you walk out with a denial or a much smaller SSI payment because you didn't understand the rules of the game. And let's talk about the fear of the application itself. People tell me, Susie, I'm afraid to apply because I heard everyone gets denied the first time. Listen to me, while many people do get denied initially, it's often because they didn't provide the right medical evidence or they didn't meet the technical requirements. You cannot be afraid of a no. You have to be a warrior for your own wealth. If you are disabled and you have the work credits, you fight for that SSDI. If you are 65 and living on nothing but a tiny pension, you look into SSI to bridge the gap. Can you get both? Yes, it is possible. It's called concurrent benefits. If your SSDI payment is very low because you didn't earn much over your career, SSI can sometimes kick in to bring you up to that minimum federal level. But you have to meet the strict asset limits of SSI to make that happen. So, what is your actionable takeaway today? First, I want you to go to the Social Security website and download your statement. Look at your work credits. Are you currently insured for disability? If you were to become unable to work tomorrow, do you know what your SSDI check would be? You need to know that number. It is the foundation of your emergency plan. Second, if you are looking at SSI, I want you to do a resource audit. Look at everything you own. If you are sitting on $5,000 in a savings account, you won't qualify. You need to understand how the government views your assets before you spend weeks on an application. Third, and this is the most important thing, do not wait until you are desperate. The process for SSDI can take months, even years if you have to appeal. You need to have an 8-month emergency fund, or longer, to carry you through that waiting period. You cannot rely on the government to move fast. They move at the speed of a turtle, but your bills come at the speed of light. You have to be the master of your own destiny. Don't leave it up to a clerk behind a desk to decide your future because you are too tired to learn the difference between 2 letters. SSI and SSDI are there to catch you, but you have to know which net you're jumping into. Stand tall, stay informed, and remember, people first, then money, then things. You are worth more than any government check, but you deserve every penny you are entitled to. Stay safe and stay strong.